Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This will be our first lesson. Untuk memberkati pembelajaran kita ni, ada baiknya kita ni mulakan dengan berselawat ke atas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dan setiap sesi pembelajaran kita ni akan berselawat ke atas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam selama 2 minit. Dan sebelum kita ni mulakan berselawat, kita ni akan membaca 3 niat penting di bawahnya. Niatkan dalam hati kita ni, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Yang kedua, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yang ketiga, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam di akhirat kelak. Dan sepanjang berselawat selama 2 minit itu, niatkan dalam hati semoga dipermudahkan urusan kita ni, dipermudahkan menerima ilmu, dan jangan sekali-kali lupa untuk mendoakan kedua orang tua. Okey? Kita akan mula sekarang.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. 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 Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala آل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى 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 آل محمد.
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmat-Mu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmat-Mu. Wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, our first topic will be factors and multiples. Please get ready with your A4 paper, and this A4 paper to copy down your examples and also the answers. Since you still not receive your notes yet, so just use the A4 paper and nanti baru kita staple saja. And the second task will be completing your worksheet online. Okay, you can edit that worksheet in your Google Classroom. Alright, kalau masih tidak tahu macam mana, you can ask. Okay, learning outcomes. What can you learn from this topic? The first one, you should able to recognize and use factors and multiples. You're able to explain common factors and multiples, and also you can see the relations between factors and multiples. Right? Factors. Okay. A factor divides the number without leaving any remainder. You should know by now what is remainder, right? I repeat myself. A factor divides the number without leaving any remainder. Okay, now moving on with examples. Here we have 3 examples, but before I share my answer, I want you to try this. Okay. On your paper, can you please copy down example 1 and give space for answers, example 2 and example 3. Maybe I give you 1 minute to try these questions before we discuss the answers. Okay? Now 1 minute from now. Okay, time's up. Let us discuss the answers. Now, example 1. List all the factors of 25. Okay. What times what to give 25? And what times what? That is what we call as factor. Okay. So here we have 1 times 25 and 5 times 5 you will get 25. Now, so if the questions ask you about list all the factors. So you just take the value here. Okay. So the factors of 25 will be 1, 5, and 25. Since we have repetition here, just take 1. Alright. So right from the smallest number to the biggest number like this. 1, 5, and 25. The next one. Example 2. Factors of 72. What times what to give you 72? Just remember this one. What times what? That will be the factors. Atau yang dimaksudkan factors. Okay, that is what we call as factors. 2 times 36 will give you 72. 3 times 24. 4 times 18. 6 times 12. 8 times 9. Okay, so you list down all the factors first. If this kind of questions come out in exam, you list down the factors first and like this. If you see here, when we divide this 72 with this 36, it will get 2, right? And if you divide this 72 with 2, it will give you 36. So we don't have any remainder. That is what mentions earlier, factors when a number divides with another number without any remainders. Alright, so list down. So you need to list all this number into your answers by using comma here, okay? Do not use dash like this. There are some students doing like this. No, okay? Please use comma. So your answer will be this one. Copy down these examples into your A4 paper. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, and 72. 1 is also factors. So be careful with this one. Do not skip this one, okay? 1 is included in the listing. The third example, what are the factors of 12? As usual, you list down all the factors. Okay. Then in your answer, you list down the factors from the smallest number to the biggest number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Mesti semua ada, okay? All the factors must be listed here, or else your marks will be deducted. If it is 1 mark questions, you will get 0 if any of these factors is missing. Alright? Okay. Next one, example 4 and example 5. I will give you 1 minute to try this example 4. And be careful here, we have common. Okay, we have common here. Alright, now 1 minute from now to answer example 4. Okay, you should done by now. Alright. As usual, your step 1, you list down all the factors of 20 and factors of 50, and common means that factors you have both in 20 and 50. So as you can see here, we can see 1 common in 20 and 50, 2 and also 10. So the answer is 1, 2, and 10. Are you clear? If you have any problem, you can ask, right? You can ask and you can join me in the Teams room, alright? Now, the next one, example 5. Example 5 again the same questions with different factors. I will give you 1 minute to try these questions. Don't forget to copy down the questions, okay? Okay, now let us see the answers. Factors of 24, as usual, step 1, you list down all the factors of 24, list down all the factors of 36, and look here what factors common in 24 and 36, both in 24 and 36. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, any more? 12. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 12. Alright? The next one. Okay, next one, example 6. Determine the common factors of 18 and 48 between 5 and 10. Okay, the first instruction, you need to write, okay, the common factors of 18 and 48. And be careful, we have another instruction which is that common factors must be between 5 and 10. Okay, so be careful with these questions, right? Don't forget to copy down the questions and I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, time's up. Let us discuss the answers. Now, step 1, write down the factors of 18. Step 2, still step 1. Still step 1, sorry. List down all the factors of 48. Then, your step 2, take out all the common factors of 18 and 48, and you should get 1, 2, 3, and 6. Alright, as you can see here, we have 1 both in 18 and 48, 2 both in 18 and 48, 3 and 6 both in 18 and 48. Okay, so the common factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6, but it is not yet final because the questions want that common factors must be between 5 and 10. So 6 will be your final answer. Okay, that is how you solve this kind of questions. The next one, multiples. Okay, now multiples of a number is the product of that number and any other numbers. Okay, the multiples of a number is the product of that number and any other number. Okay, then okay, examples. Don't forget to copy down the examples in your A4 paper, and I believe these multiples you already learned in your primary level, right? And let me remind you that your primary maths lessons and knowledge are still relevant for your secondary. So you need to recall and revise, okay? Jangan dilupakan apa yang sudah kamu belajar in your primary level, alright? Now, I will give you 1 minute to try. 1 minute from now. Okay, time's up. Now, let us discuss the answers. Example 1, list the first 6 multiples of 7. If you still confused between factors and multiples ni actually sifir, okay? Multiples actually sifir. Multiples. Ani ba ni? Ni. This one. Sifir ka ni? So, actually multiples ani sifir. Ingati saya to, ah. So, if the question asks you like this, first 6, that means from the first one, from the 7 up to this 42. Okay, sampai ke 6. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So your answer will be 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, and 42. Same goes with example 2s. So, ilan mau? First 4, so just stop up to 4. Okay? So, 9, 18, 27, and 36. I repeat myself, multiples mean sifir. Ingat ya? Now, okay, example 3, what are the first 5 multiples of 15? And example 4, list the first 2 common multiples of 8 and 12. Example 3, same like example 1 and 2. And example 4, be careful with the word common. Okay, I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, time's up. Example 3, let us discuss the answers. What are the first 5 multiples of 15? Maknanya sini sifir 15. So, 1 times 15 will give you 15, 30, 45, 60, and 75. So, your answer will be 15, 30, 45, 60, and 75. Now, example 4, first 2 common. Okay, let us see the multiples of 8 and 12 and get the common multiples. Common multiples mean we can see that multiples both in 8 and 12. So here we have 8 and 12. The sama, not common. So 2 times 8, 16, 24, no. So here we have 24 both in 8 and 12. So 24 is the first common multiples of 8 and 12. Moving on, 4 times 8 will give you 32, 36 in multiples of 12, 40, 5 times 8, 4 times 12, 48. Here is the another match. 6 times 8 will give you 48. So 48 here will be the second one. Therefore, the first 2 common multiples of 8 and 12 will be 24 and 48. Okay? Okay, next one. Do you know the relations of factor and multiples? Is there any relations of factors and multiples? Okay, now we proceed with the next example and we see how that factors and multiples are relates to one each other. First, okay, now you look here. What are the factors of 12? factors of 12, you will get 1 times 12, you will get 12, correct? 2 times 6, you will get 12. And 3 times 4, you will get 12. So the factors of 12 will be this, right? This one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, correct? And correspondingly, dalam masa yang sama, 12 here is a multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Maksudnya, you can see this 12 in the multiplications of 1, in the multiplications of 2, in the multiplications of 3, 4, 6, and 12. Dalam arti kata lain, you will get this 12 dalam sifir 1, sifir 2, sifir 3, sifir 4, sifir 6, dan sifir 12. Itu maksud multiples. Okay? Okay. Another one. List down the first 3 multiples of 6. Again, I repeat myself. Multiples maksudnya sifir 6. Okay? Multiples of 6 maksudnya sifir 6. So, 6, 12, and 18 are the multiples, first 3 multiples of 6. Correspondingly, dalam masa yang sama, 1 and 6 are factors of 6. 2 and 6 are factors of 12. 3 and 6 are factors of 18. So, as you can see here, that is how the factors and multiples relate to each other. Alright? So, this will be the last part of our lesson, factors and multiples. Don't forget to complete your worksheet, your PDF. Okay? You can see that one in your Google Classroom. Okay? Now, kita ni sudahi pembelajaran kita ni hari ni dengan doa selepas belajar. Semoga apa yang kita ni belajar ni akan bermanfaat, bukan setakat untuk tahunan ni, bahkan sampai bila-bila dan sampaikan lagi kepada orang lain. Okay? And thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya Rabbal Alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.